I see a lot of new people coming, and this is something that makes me really excited.
To me, it's to look within. Look within. You don't need to find peace anywhere. It's just here. It's here. So that's it.
As usual, he is so smart, so funny, so real. There's nothing fake about Maraji. Absolutely everything is from experience and everything is real. No make-believe here. That's the best thing about him.
Well, good evening to you, and happy Chinese New Year. So here you are. You've taken some time off from your busy schedule, come here to listen. And of course the question is, what should I talk about? Because I don't prepare my speeches. I'm here. I want to talk from my heart. I want to talk to your heart. I want to talk to you. So a lot of people come, some people come and they're like, well, talk about God. And all I can say to you is, you don't know God? You don't? Or do you? If you do, what is there to talk about? There's only one thing to be said. Yes, there is a God. The rest is up to you. So what do you talk about? Talk about peace? And some people are like, yeah, talk about peace. What do you want to know about peace? Peace is pretty peaceful. But that's what I will talk about. I will talk about peace. But I'm not going to directly talk about peace. I'm indirectly going to talk about peace. Because if you want to understand what peace is, if you want to know what peace is, if you want to feel peace in your life, there's no point in talking about it. The thing that needs to be talked about is you, me, us, on the face of this earth, living our lives, doing our thing, and wanting to be content, wanting to be happy, wanting to be in peace. So why should I talk about you? Shouldn't I talk about so-and-so said this, and so said this, and so said this, and it's written here like this, and somebody wrote that, and somebody believes in this, and somebody said this? No. That information is available to anyone. In this world, you are the most unknown person. In fact, you are so unknown that you don't even know yourself. That's how unknown you are. You know, take a clue. When somebody says, this is what Socrates said, know thyself. You have to wonder, why would he say know thyself? I mean, he could have said eat cabbage. You will find me quite humorous. I'm not a serious person. I don't like to be serious. And I think it's very funny that the one that should know oneself does not. And Kabir joins me in this because he too says, the fish is thirsty in the water, and every time I hear this, it makes me laugh, not cry. Because people are, let's be serious. This is a very serious subject. Relax. Nothing is missing. Nothing is missing. There have been no robberies in your home. In your home, there have been no robberies. Nothing is missing. No thief came. The peace that you have been looking for all your life was, is, and will be till you die inside of you. That's the good news. Relax, it's okay. The plane has landed, and you're safely at your destination. But the issue is this. You understand noise, but you don't understand silence. I'm here to tell you about silence. Do you know that without silence, noise would be painful? Do you know that without silence, there can be no beat? Do you know that the best music sounds really good? You know why? This is the difference. People go, oh yeah, when the drummer takes that stick and he hits the drum, that makes it sound really good. When he stops and doesn't just keep going, because that's not a beat. The silence is part of a rhythm. And that's what defines a rhythm, is that silence. Who are you? Let me tell you a little story. It's a funny little story. One day, and of course, Year of the Rabbit, Bunny Rabbit in the forest, jumping along, going about his business. And you know, you've seen bunnies, they're always smelling the air. Their noses are always twitching. And the bunny's nose twitched because the bunny smelled something in the air. And lo and behold, a huge lion jumps out in front of the bunny. Seeing the lion, smelling the lion, hearing the lion's roar, Bunny figures his bunny days are finished. So he figures, hey, you know what? I better start thinking real quick, and I better come up with some solution. Otherwise, I am going to be this lion's dinner. So the bunny looked at the lion and said, you can't eat me. The lion said, what? You can't eat me. So why can't I eat you? Well, I'm a special bunny. I have been sent here by Lord God himself to be, in fact, the ruler of this jungle. I mean, can you imagine this lion trying to figure this out? And the lion says, prove it. And if you don't prove it, I am going to rip you apart. And the bunny goes, no problem, I'll prove it. Let's go in the jungle. And I want you to witness my divinity. How all these animals in the jungle react to when they see me. And she said, you don't believe me? Just follow me. And you will see. Some of you get it. Some of you just got it. So you can imagine the scene. Here comes the little bunny rabbit, and he's hopping along. Big lion following him. As soon as the animals see the bunny rabbit, then they look at the lion, they disappear. Not because of the bunny, but the lion. You are something more than the sum of all the goods and bads and the rights and wrongs that happen during a day, during the week, during the month, during the year, and indeed during the entire lifetime. You're more than that. You are more than that. But you are mesmerized by mystery. You love the complicated and you misunderstand the simplicity. There is a simplicity to life. Every single day that you awaken, every single day that you awaken, the blessing of blessings comes to you. Do you know it? Everybody prays, everybody prays. There was a kid, and he really wanted a bicycle bad. So he prayed and he prayed and he prayed and he prayed and he prayed for a bicycle. Finally, he never got a bicycle. He grew up and he learned about God, and whatever he was told, he learned. So he figured it out. He still wanted a bicycle after he had grown up. So this is what he did. He stole a bicycle and started praying for forgiveness. Because he figured that's the way God works. If you keep asking him for a bicycle, you'll never get it. So go ahead, get the bicycle. And now you've done something wrong, so start praying for forgive me. We've gotten to understand what is the complicated. Everybody will tell you the reason for those wars that are going on today, but who is there to tell you why those wars should not happen? It is people like you and I, very simple people who have but a very small voice, that know in our hearts why those wars should not be taking place. That is the domain. That is the domain. Look, an instrument in the hand of a musician can make incredible music. But first, have you ever seen musicians? What do they do first? Pick up their instrument, strum it, and check whether it is in tune or not. Because if it isn't in tune, it doesn't matter how incredible the musician is, it's not going to sound right. So first thing you, wing, 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 and all of that. You have to understand the dynamics. Instrument has to be in tune. The player has to be able to play in tune. This is all science. They actually have, a meter for tuning guitar. You can just put that up next to the guitar and you can actually tune it with that tuning meter. And then comes the most incredible part, and the most incredible part is enjoying that music. There is no science for that. That is something that takes place inside of you. You are the machine that can enjoy. You are that house in which that power dwells. You are that house in which every day the blessing of life comes. The weights that you have accrued for your scales are the weights of accomplishment. What have I accomplished? Have I done this? Have I done that? I was traveling since I was very young. I don't know how many millions of miles I've traveled. I don't keep a log anymore. I have been all around the world. I don't even recall how many cities I have been to. These are not accomplishments. The accomplishment is that I am alive. Me. I am alive. As you are. The day you begin to accept and understand that accomplishment, that blessing, then you begin to understand what peace is. You think peace is when everybody says, we're not going to fight anymore? That's not peace. That's not peace. That's ceasefire. When is peace going to be? What is peace? Long time ago, I was talking about peace at one of these events, and I said, peace is the perfume of God. It's very poetic. I like it. Wow, perfume of God. Which God? Which one? The one that is furthest away from you or the one that is closest to you? Because there is one. There is one that won't leave you alone. Ever. So close. So close. So close. There's nowhere you can go. Nowhere you can go to get away from this one. Within you. Within you. I am talking about the peace that can be experienced in the middle of a battlefield. Not a concept. Not an end result. Some people think that's what peace is. They have an imagination, and when that imagination is fulfilled, then there will be peace. When will there be peace? When everybody has food. Well, forget it then. Because people who have a lot of food, they don't eat on purpose. Dieting. Dieting. What do we do in our lives? Accrue money so we can retire, get sick, and waste it away on trying to get better. These are the formulas. These are the formulas. Recession came. This part of the world didn't get much of it, thank God. But America got it bad. Europe got it bad. Really bad. I loved it. You know why? Because this was my definition. People call it recession. You know what my definition of recession is? Fog has lifted, clouds have parted, the sun has started shining, and here's reality. In America, if you went to buy one house, they would say, only one? Buy two. But I don't have the money. Don't worry. We'll give you a loan for 2 houses. 2 houses? You want to buy 2 houses? Why don't I buy 3 houses? This is what was going on. People telling everybody, no problem. No problem. No problem. And me, I always say, hey, it's like this. Good days, be careful. Be careful. Be very careful. Because it's a wheel. And good days will be followed by bad days. And if it is bad days, relax. Good days are coming. And when good days come, be careful. Be very careful. Because guess what's around the corner? And when the bad days come, have patience. Relax. This is your time to just take it easy. Because garner your strength, good days are coming. Days of celebration are right around the corner. And I kid you not. And you have witnessed that before in your life. you become close to that beauty that lies inside of you, then peace is imminent for you. Because you see, my friends, we're the ones that need peace, not the world. If the world is not at peace, it's only because of us. Horses don't need peace. If they are not in peace, it's only because of us, because we figured that we should be on their back. I don't know what a horse thinks of it, but certainly if a horse was on my back, I would not appreciate it, regardless of how much I scratched it, how much I petted it, and how many apples I fed it. I just would not appreciate it. So, we go around, have our definitions, have our ideas of what peace is, and then we try to enforce our vision. And then there are people who are waiting for the Superman to come. And when the Superman comes, he will bring peace to this earth. Keep waiting. The Superman is not coming. Why? Why is Superman not coming? Because the Superman has come. And you know who the Superman is? You. Yes, sir, you. You can change the bad to the good. You're the Superman you have been waiting for. And ladies, Superwoman, you have been waiting for. But you don't know. You don't know about the silence. You don't know that peace resides inside of you. You don't have to look for it outside. You don't know that the reality that you search for is not out there, it's inside of you. You're caught in trying to control instead of realizing the beauty of what you already have been given. You have a formula. If I become rich, I will feel no pain. I will feel no sorrow. A few years back, I saw Paris Hilton crying. Now, in my opinion, she's a very pretty woman, and she's very rich. Extremely rich. She is the heiress to the Hilton empire. Why was she crying? Why was she crying? I mean, can you imagine trying to explain this to a poor farmer in India? Oh, by the way, you see this lady crying? She is richer than you could ever count. She is richer than all your crops put together. So why is she crying? She's crying because she's going to be visiting a prison. The judge was nasty to her, lock her up. Now, try to explain to this farmer, oh, by the way, she's going to have a bathroom in her room. In suite, it's called. This farmer doesn't know about in suite. Every morning he goes and takes a walk out in the fields. She has hot running water, cold running water. The farmer cannot even imagine hot running water. Security. Incredibly secure place. Nobody can come in, not even if they want to. And certainly nobody can go out, even if they want to. So try to explain to that farmer, why is she sad? And by the way, she's going to be fed 3 times a day. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And she doesn't have to cook it. The farmer will be happy if he got 1-time meal. She'll get 3 meals. Somebody else will do the cooking. Because you see, it isn't the wealth, it isn't the riches that can take away a sorrow. If a mother loses her child, you can give her $1 million. That's not going to bring her child back, and that's not going to take away her sorrow. Sorrow is a human emotion on the other side of the wall, and all our formulas are on the other side of the wall. The wealth, the fame, the this, the that. What is going to happen to the fame? There's somebody in India, he collects all the statues that the British left behind. And they're just standing in his yard and his little land. And the pigeons come. And of course he doesn't take care of them. The pigeons come and they do their bit. I don't know what pigeons have with these statues, but they just love it. It's like made for them. What's going to happen? Time is going to make sure whatever goes up comes back down. Whatever is dust gets back to being dust. Do you understand one thing in this world? That most of the materials in this world are basically recycled. There isn't a whole lot of new stuff coming every day. It's just recycled what? Recycled dust. And something happened, and all of a sudden this dust could dance, could sing, could see, could hear, could enjoy. But what did this dust decide to enjoy? Of all the things that we can enjoy, what did this dust decide to enjoy? The unenjoyable one, not the enjoyable one. The enjoyable one resides within you, not outside. The source of the joy that you want, that will always be there, is inside of you, not outside. Like I said before, you got carried away with the noise and forgot about the silence. Logic. I'm not against logic. Logic is good. I'm quite logical. But I also know I have a heart. And to ignore my heart is the most illogical thing on the face of this earth. How can I not understand that water will quench my thirst, but the pleasure that it will bring when I quench my thirst is where? Is it in the water? Or is it in me? Good question. I always thought it must be in the water, because it is when I drink the water that I feel, no, No. My father, the way he used to put it, was when the dog chews on the bone, the gums bleed. And the dog thinks the bone has the blood in it. But it doesn't. The sweetness of the mango is in the mango, but enjoying that mango is inside of you. Quenching the thirst. This is the possibility, this is the strength of the water, but the pleasure of having the thirst quenched is inside of you. The one that you are looking for is inside of you. The holiest place in this whole universe is inside of you. Inside of you. You know, and I'm not here to change your religion. This is what I say to people. If you are a Hindu, be a good Hindu. Be a good Hindu. If you are a Christian, be a good Christian. If you are a Muslim, be a good Muslim. You know where the problem comes? Is interpretation. On one hand, people say, this is the word of God, and let me explain to you what it means, and there it is, finished. As soon as it goes into the arena, it doesn't matter how simple it is. If it says, and here's the word of God, it says, you should be in peace. As soon as a human being gets hold of it, let me explain to you what that means. Well, excuse me, maybe I do understand it. I mean, do people ever consider that? What do we want in this world? From our governments, from our leaders, what do we want in this world? All of us, all we want is a little elbow room. A little place where we can live peacefully, not in arguments and quarrels. Believe in what we want to believe in. Feed ourselves and be able to feed our family. Create a future for our young ones. Is that asking too much? I don't think so. I don't think so. Is there shortage of land? I don't think so. If you took the entire population of this earth, you could fit them in one little state of Rhode Island in the United States of America. It's not asking too much. Everywhere I go, this is what I see. This is what people want. I love talking to taxi drivers, people who are driving me. Because this is what they want. It's not like the taxi driver, and I really want to go to the moon someday. Nobody's ever said that to me. Don't you find that curious? They don't want to go to the moon. People go, oh, we're going to go to the moon. It's like, okay. Bring back something good. Last time they went to the moon, what they bring? Rocks. They look like, you want rocks? You can get them really cheap. I know a lot of places where there's a lot of rocks, kind of even look like that rock. There was a friend of mine, and he got one from the first flight that they had. And he had one, and it was sitting in his office, and he had it, and he showed it to me. And this is the rock from the moon. I was not impressed. I was not impressed. What impresses me is the resolve of the people to have peace in this world. When I see you, and you are the ones who give strength to my voice. You are the ones who give strength to my voice. When I go to these countries and I say, peace is important. Not for just us, but for our children and our grandchildren. People listen. I'm thankful that people listen, because we need to listen about peace and the importance of peace in our life. My friends, what if I told you the significance of 25,550? It's not that many. If you got 25,550 ringgits, it wouldn't be that much. $25,550 is not that much. You know what 25,550 is? 75 years translated into days. Average lifespan basically comes out to 25,550. This is how many days you have. Minus the ones you have already lived. Yikes. Doesn't it sound too little? That's it. Understand that the peace is dancing inside of you. When you begin to understand yourself, and when I say begin to understand yourself, not that your name is Charlie. That's not what is meant by understand yourself. Not that you love ice cream. Not that you love chilies. This is not the meaning of know thyself, that you get angry very quickly. No, this is not the meaning of know thyself. Know thyself is to understand this, that within me came this breath, and with this breath I was blessed. That is the meaning of knowing yourself. Not this universe, but this universe that you have. That in this universe, as Kabir says, is the one you have been looking for. This is the universe in which the peace dances for you. This is the city which is filled with these avenues in which you are looking for peace, and the peace is looking for you. This is the instrument, when in tune and in the hands of the master musician, will make music that you have never heard before. This is the instrument that can mesmerize you. This is the instrument. This is the instrument which has the fragrance you want to smell so bad. Because this is the place. This is the place you will find your God. And when you do, you will not be able to help but smell that beautiful aroma called peace. That's how peace happens. That's how peace happens. Peace is not a journey of 1,000 miles that way. It is one step this way. One step this way. People go, oh yes, life is a big journey. Okay. Where are we going? Life is a journey and nobody knows where it ends up. I do. Kabir seems to. He says, all of this, basically something will happen, something will leave you, and all this will be is an empty cage, and nobody is going to want you around. They're going to pick you up, take you to this place, and either cremate you because they don't want you. I mean, forget it. You know, and wash up, and same one, oh, I just love you, hug you, and it's like, no. And yes, they will cry for a little while, till the big party, the wake. It's amazing. They have them just about in every culture. You know, and that's when everybody comes together. And, oh yeah, he was a nice guy. What are you doing tomorrow? You want to go see that movie that's playing? And pretty soon, where are the pharaohs, my friend? Where are the pharaohs? Where are the pharaohs? Weren't they all about afterlife? Well, there's one I know lying in the Cairo Museum. That's his afterlife? That's not much. People pay the museum to come and see him. He doesn't even get a cent of it. Afterlife? Oh. Don't talk to me about afterlife. If you cannot take advantage of this one, what is the point? Somebody comes along to you, say, you know, it's terrible here and it's bad, but when you die, you will go to heaven. And then what will happen in heaven? Oh, you can eat as much as you want, but my teeth are here. Am I going to be having baby food? Somebody's going to grind up my apple and here, eat this. So what is this about? People say, this is the trial ground. So why so elaborate? Why the stars? Why the sun? Why the butterfly? Why the flower? Why the taste? Why the smell? I mean, this is trial ground. This is an overkill. This is an overkill. If this is trial ground, this is definitely an overkill. This is no trial ground. Do you understand? When they sent one of those probes in outer space, you know, they set up antennas to be able to listen for any communication from outside, in case somebody was trying to communicate. So they set up these big, giant antennas so they could hear. Well, they've been scanning the skies, the universe with it. And believe me, they have scanned billions and 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 billions of square miles. And guess what? There's nobody out there. Just us. Just us. So if you don't like each other, you got a problem. You got a big problem because there are no alternatives. It is just us. Just us. Just us. You still think it's trial ground? People go, what if one day we find aliens? Good. What's your problem? Don't you want to be in peace? So show the aliens a thing or two. Say, look, here we are. We had our problems, but we learned to live with each other. Oh, or do you want to be, okay, come on, aliens, see how quickly we can destroy each other. We have mastered. How much money is spent for peace, do you think? And how much money is spent in this world to create arms that can destroy each other? People actually take pride. They go, well, look at that. That thing has weapons and that can wipe out an entire city in 10 seconds flat. And I'm like, that's bad. That's really, really bad. Can you imagine if an aircraft company came up with an airplane saying, ladies and gentlemen, we've just created this new airplane. It can barely stay in the sky for 5 seconds. We welcome you to come and fly it. People would be like, no. The strength would be, yes, we have created a weapon that makes sure nobody gets killed. We have created a device that makes sure that people are fed. I like that. I like that. Because in the scheme of things, enough food is produced to be able to feed everyone. Enough food is produced. It is not like it is not produced. It is produced to feed everyone. But why do people go hungry? Because people go to colleges and universities and come out and have their degrees and everything else and forget everything they have learned and go, only thing they remember. This is the only formula they remember out of the whole math, everything they learned in math. They forget about subtracting. They forget about equals. They forget about adding. And it's just multiply. Multiply. They absolutely have no concept of division when they come out. They forget it. But multiply. For whom? For themselves. For themselves. This is what is going on. My friends, the good news, what you're looking for is inside of you. This is what I say. Find it. Find your peace whilst you're alive. Whilst you're alive, do it. Do it. Can't find it? Maybe I can help. That's it. People, right off the bat, I've been blamed for everything. When I was little, I would speak and say, oh, he can't speak like that. They're using a tape recorder. Now they don't say that. And so when I say, I can help, immediately, oh, it must be for money. I don't want your money. It's okay. Keep it. You keep it. It's your hard-earned money. You keep it. I don't want it. It's not about money. Long time ago, and it was 45 years I've been doing this. 40 years ago, I arrived, June 17th, I arrived in England. Left India, arrived in England on my school vacation. Summer holidays. July 17th, I arrived in Los Angeles, United States. To me, the most important thing, God has given a gift to everyone. Everyone. Do you know that? I see housewives here. And they go, well, he hasn't given me any gift. That's not true. Maybe it is the way you make your rice. Nobody else can. Everybody has a gift. Maybe you can sing. Maybe you can play a piece of flute. This is my flute. This is my flute. This is my instrument. And I go and I talk from my heart to other people's heart. I do not see your religion. I'm sorry. I don't. Am I a religious person? Somebody asked me that a long time ago. And I said, well, I respect all religions. I don't have one of mine. Because for me, I want to know. It's just me. I don't want to believe. I want to know. I want to know. I want to know. If somebody says, have your guests come for dinner? I don't want to say, I believe they're here. I want to know. I want to see them. I don't want to believe in God. I want to know God. I don't want to believe in peace. I want to know peace. I don't want to believe in truth. I want to know truth. Pretty gutsy, huh? Because if that's what it is, it has no conflict with religion. No conflict whatsoever. All religions, by the way, say the same thing. There's only one. Do I agree? Absolutely. There's only one. And that one is the tops. And that's what they say. That's it. No other ones, no little ones. You may not know this, but that's exactly what the Hindu religion says. That's what Gita says. Gita is full of it. It says, I'm it. Krishna says, I am it. Then don't put little ones in front of me. That's what it says. Now, do people have little ones, big ones? Whatever you want to believe. So far you know. So far you know. Then that's it. Then you have luxury to believe whatever you want. But if you don't know, and all you do is believe, you got a problem. There's nothing wrong in believing. So far you know. What time is it? I believe it is, there it is, 8:19. Now I know. Now I can believe anything I want. It's 10 o'clock. Actually, it's 6:15. We haven't started yet. See, it doesn't matter, does it? So far I know, for real, know It's 8:19. That's it. That's all needs to happen in your life. Peace is very possible, and it's inside of you. It is not a consequence, it's not a result. It is not an idea, it is not a concept. It is not a whole bunch of people coming together on an oval table and saying, and now we proclaim we are in peace. And everybody says, now let's have lunch. And we're having the peace dinner. Peace of what? That's what people do. You know? The world leaders come together. Yes, no problem. We'll have peace. And everybody goes, wow, this is really good. Not today, not tomorrow, not in your lifetime, but there'll be peace. We're working on it. You know? It's complex negotiations. What? Somebody in the room doesn't understand what peace is? Somebody in the room doesn't get that it's not nice to fight with each other? I mean, if somebody doesn't get something that simple, they shouldn't be in that room. It's very simple, isn't it? What complex negotiations are we talking about? I mean, are we trying to convince parrots? Or are we trying to convince human beings? Hey, you know what? We shouldn't be fighting with each other. Let's get along with each other. We are the only ones that are around for millions and millions and miles. It's better to be friends than to be enemies. And hey, you know, our people are going to get killed. Your people are going to get killed. And what's the point of all this? I mean, let's just be friends and work it out, you know. No, complex negotiations. You looked at me the wrong way. You looked at me the wrong way. You have insulted our country. We can never be friends with you. Why? You don't think the two countries that fight with each other are more insulted than you can possibly imagine? The popularity of the United States of America dropped, believe me, it did not go up when it engaged in these wars. And where did it drop? Did it drop outside America? Of course. Did it drop inside America? Of course. And they're fighting for what? Actually, no one knows. No one actually knows. Because what they went there to find, they didn't find. But they attacked anyways. So this is what goes on. Don't be caught up by this. Don't you get caught up in it. Oh yes, they're negotiating, we're waiting. No, you find your peace today. You'll find your peace now. And get on with the business of enjoying your life every single day, because that's what you deserve. Nothing less. Nothing less. Nothing less. Nothing less. Nothing less. New Year comes. Everybody celebrates. New breath comes. Nobody celebrates. One year comes. Oh, this is auspicious. One breath comes. Guess what? It is the most auspicious thing that just happened. Because if it didn't come, it would be very unauspicious, believe me, at least for you. Understand what it means. The true auspicious thing is happening here. You're the instrument, you've got the music, you've got the beat. Understand the silence, understand your possibility, understand that peace. It's all here, and nothing is missing. Never was, and never will be. Because this, not this hall, but this creation, I cannot help but feel is an act of kindness. Kindness. There is something so kind about it. Bring the kindness into your own heart. Explore your universe. Explore your universe. Believe me, it's a lot more fascinating than the one out there. Because these are truly the uncharted territories. Explore them. That's all I have to say. That's all I have to say. I wish you dignity, peace, and prosperity. Thank you very much, and good night. Thank you.